Hi guys, I hope your Saturday is going well. This is Darlene from Couture again, and I'm going to show you a quick little project. This one is very easy and really quick, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of signing up for Couture. If you don't know what these are transfers. They're a silk screen transfer, similar to a stencil, but very different in many ways. They have a silk screen in them, and it helps you get a nice finish when you use your chalk paste. These are our chalk paste. This is Storm. This is our larger container. This is the Super Stash. It's lasted me forever. This is our Couture Teal, one of my favorite colors. And we're going to make this cute little garden sign. It says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant," by Robert Louis Stevenson. And that's pretty awesome to think about, because there's things in life that you may do that you may not even see the result for years on it, and it might come back to you, or someone comes back and says something like, "Hey, you don't know how you affected me in high school, how something that you did really inspired me to become a better person." You never know what you do. So live each day the best that you can. Plant those seeds. Sometimes literally plant your flowers and they'll grow. Plant those seeds with your friends and coworkers and they will grow. So, okay, so let's get started. This is a brand new transfer. So I cut it apart, and I put an X on the back of each of these so that I know not to stick the transfer back onto these. Our transfers are reusable. You wash them after you use them, and if you take good care of them, they're going to last you a long time. Couture says 8 to 12 times, but I can tell you many, many more times than that. So probably 20, 25. And once the sticky is gone, you can spray a sticky transfer spray on the back of it and still use it, because I had that happen with one and I kept it going that way. So I'm going to wax this board. This board is just one I picked up from Michael's, and I'm going to use a paste wax that I got from Home Depot. I like this particular one because it has a citrusy smell, and it doesn't seem to be as bad as the others, as toxic as some of them can be. I just wipe it on, and then I'm going to wipe off as much as you can. I'm going to set that jar to the side, and then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to wipe off even more. I'm just going to get off as much as I can. You're just putting a little bit of a barrier in between your transfer and your surface. All right, so being a new transfer, it needs to be fuzzed. And what does that mean? Fuzzing a transfer means that you're going to put a little bit of fuzz on the back of it so it doesn't stick to your surface. So you're going to peel this, and you don't want to just go corner to corner. You want to peel it down straight so that you're not stretching your transfer. So I'm just going to peel the backer sheet off of the transfer. This is the best way to do it. If you just lay it down and you just peel this away, and then it's going to stick to your hand, but that's okay. That's all right. So get your fingers unstuck, and then flip this over onto your towel. Press it down, and it's just going to get a little bit of fuzz on the back so it doesn't stick to your surface. And then you're going to pull this off, and you don't want to go corner to corner like that. You want to go top to bottom, side to side. Okay, and they are coming out with new fuzzing towels. They'll be available online. They're microfiber, and they're made specifically for this. Couture will have them available on Monday. So look forward to that. or you can just buy your own, either way. And I'm just gonna eyeball this, and you know what? I'm actually gonna measure it. Let's see where our center is. So I just have an old sewing measuring tape, and okay, so 21 1/4, so 10 5/8. So right about here is my center. 5 and 5. You can kind of tell it needs to go to the left just a little bit, just a touch. Just barely. Okay, once you get it centered, you're gonna smooth it out. So you're gonna press down, and you're gonna get all those air bubbles out, because if you have air bubbles under there, it is gonna cause a problem with your chalk paste not being smooth underneath. Okay, for the words, we're going to use the Couture Teal. And this is a big surface, so we're going to use our handled squeegee. I'm going to stir the chalk paste, and it is going to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. And if it's too thick, then you're going to spray a couple of sprays of water in there and just keep stirring until you get the right consistency. If it's too thin, if you got too much water, then just let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes and you should be able to work with it then. If it's really bad, then let it sit out for an hour. Okay, now I'm just going to take my handled squeegee and I'm going to start spreading this. I'm going to get it down into the silk screen, which is going to put it down onto my surface. You want this to be nice and smooth. You're going to take the excess and put it back into your jar. Okay, and you don't want this to dry, so we're working quickly with this. I'm going to take my corners, and I like to fold these under. I just fold it under like a little corner here so that it's easy to pull. I should have done that in the beginning, but now it will be ready for next time. And I'm just going to lift that, and then I'm going to work my fingers to the center, and I'm going to start pulling. And this is the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look a little rustic with little dots here and there. That is how it is supposed to look. So I'm just going to peel this back. All right, and I'm going to put it in a water bath over here. So I filled my sink up with water because of it being a larger transfer. And I'm going to use my heat gun. I'm going to dry this really quickly so I can do the little shovel and the little fork type tool. It's like a rake, but it looks like a fork. So don't try to eat with it. Alright, so you'll see it changing color as it dries. And this is an industrial heat gun. This is from Uline. Yeah, I'm taking it back down to room temperature. Even though I'm not layering, I just don't want the adjacent surface to be hot. And then I'm going to take these guys. These guys are fairly small, so you can fuzz these on your shirt. If you don't do it on a big, thick, fluffy sweater, you would end up with tons of fuzz on your transfer. And possibly if you have cats that shed or dogs that shed, you may not want to do this. Occasionally I get my hair on it, which is not fun. I think I'm going to do this like this. Do this little rake tool like that, and my little shovel on the other side. Okay, and once again, I should have folded these under. Since it is the first time using it, I like to get into the habit of doing that. Makes it easier to pull. And I'm just going to put this one over here, just lining it up the best that I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just want it to be close. Smoothing out my air bubbles. And I am going to fold my corners under. And then I'm going to use, this is Storm. This is a grayish color. And I am just going to spread this just like this onto my transfer. And I'm going to remove all the excess and put it back into the jar. What? And then I'm going to pull this transfer, and this is going to go into my sink. Yay, look at that. Pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I wanted to show you guys today just how easy and quick it is to make a sign like this. And you can take this to a craft show and you can sell it. There's many ways to make money with Chalk Couture. So the first way, and the main way that I wanted to sign up and do Chalk Couture was to make the product and sell the finished signs at my craft shows and make my money that way. So that is what I did in the fall. Putting my transfer into the water bath. So there's our finished sign. It was that fast. So you could make a bunch of these guys in a day easily. A variety of different size, and take these and sell them. I always wait until everything is 50% off. I buy my frames or my surfaces, or I cut boards and I make them a lot less expensive that way if you're cutting your wood and painting it. But you could sell this at your craft show and you would easily be able to quadruple the price that you paid for this surface. So that's one way to make money, is to make the product and sell it. Another way to make money is to send people to your website. And when you sign up as a designer, everybody gets their own little website address, and you can send your friends, coworkers, relatives to that website and they can purchase there. Any sales that go through the website are a profit of 25%. So say somebody purchased something for $20, you're going to make $5 off of that. And throughout the month, that $5 is going to add up. And throughout the year, you're going to make a lot of money that way. The other way is for you to purchase the transfers online yourself, and you receive a 40% off discount when you're a designer. So you would purchase the $20 item online, and you would purchase that for, let's see, okay, let's do the math. Let's do the math on that. So for 40% off of $20, that's $8 off. So you would purchase it for $12. So for $12, you would purchase this and then you would sell it for $20. So you'd make $8. So you would make a little bit more money that way, and you could take those to your craft shows and sell them there. Okay, the other way is to do make and takes. And that's the really popular thing now, is to gather your friends or advertise, have a group of women come together and you take all the supplies and you charge them a fee to make a little project each night. So you could do several of these a week, or you could do 1 or 2 a month. And that's the great thing about Chalk Couture is it's totally up to you. You do not have to sell it. You can simply just sign up and buy it to make these for your house, make these to sell at craft shows. You could do the make and takes. It's so flexible. They are not going to pressure you to do anything. So your kit is going to be $99, and it has a value of $240 of product. And it's really awesome spring kit. I'll post the picture of it in the comments below, and I'll post a link to it too. It's real easy to sign up. So it's $99 to sign up, and then each month you're going to pay $19.99, and that's kind of like a little maintenance fee for them, but they send you a new transfer each month, and you don't know what it's going to be. It's a surprise in the mail. It's pretty neat to receive something like that. So you get something in return for that $19.99. And then quarterly, every 3 months, they require you to purchase or sell $150 in product. And believe me, that's not hard to do, especially if you want all of these for yourself or for gifts. It's a very easy, low minimum to meet. If you had a hardship, then you could contact them and maybe get a waiver for a month. And your first time when you sign up, generally people sign up during the middle of a quarter, so that quarter doesn't count. So you have all that time, and then the next quarter you have to make that minimum. But that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I'm going to let you go on with your day. Have a happy Saturday.